black blood.
And actually, the emperors over there, they was asking about the tribe of Gad over here because they knew they was good in war tactics and stuff.
But the samurais are like Japanese people.
No, they're black. You used to have to be black. You have to have black. Israelite to be a samurai.
The Japanese are people that the Chinese forced to live on that island. But go ahead, read that one more time.
Isaiah 16:4. Let mine outcast.
Listen close. Yep.
Let mine outcast dwell with thee, Moab. Be thou a covert to them from the face of the spoiler.
Yep.
For the extortioner is at an end. The spoiler ceaseth. The oppressors are consumed out of the land.
There you go. So
we talking about her?
Hey, so basically you had some of our people that fled into the land of the Moabites. Now, during the time of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, right? A lot of those Moabites were taken back east. That's how they got over there into the east, and this is the scripture that proves that.
Ready?
Yep, go ahead.
It's Ezekiel 25:9. Therefore, behold, I will open the side of Moab from the cities, from his cities which are his frontiers, the glory of the country. Beth-Shemesh and Baal-Meon and Kiriath.
Kiriath.
And to the men of the east with the Ammonites, and will give them in possession, that the Ammonites may not be remembered among the nations. And I will execute judgments upon Moab, and they shall know that I am Yahweh.
So there you go. It says I will open up Moab on the sides to the men of the east. So you had the kings like Nebuchadnezzar, which took them into captivity.
Who was that?
Nebuchadnezzar, he was a king over Babylon.
Okay.
Right? So
what Egypt, bro?
No, Babylon is over in what is known today as Iraq.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So what happened was they took them into captivity.
Was bondage.
Yep, they took them into captivity back east, and that's how those Moabites got back east. That's how the Ammonites got back east. But what happened was, like the scripture says, let my outcasts dwell in thee, Moab. You had Israelites that were among them. And those Israelites got taken over there into the land that now where the Chinese dwell at. A lot of the Vietnamese, they're Jakes. You got Jakes over there in Japan.
Philippines.
You got Jakes that are everywhere, and these things were done to fulfill the scriptures. The scriptures say that I will scatter you throughout the four corners of the world. So our people are in every nation. Can you grab
we've been getting our book for years.
Yep. Can you grab Numbers 20? I want to say Numbers 24 and 7.
I learned everything from you guys. I watch y'all a lot. How much?
Yeah, it says the water.
We've been under captivity. Our same people in Babylon, which is Egypt, more than through Pharaoh and some other people, right?
Right. We've been these are constant captivities we've been in because we keep going against the Lord. So every captivity, we got major captivities that we have, and what Daniel spoke about in the 2nd chapter, when he saw the statue from the foot all the way up to gold and all the way down. Those are the 4 major captivities. But we've been in captivity under a whole bunch of other nations too that we don't have, like the Assyrians. They don't really mention that because they say Babylon, but they don't go about the Assyrians. You know what I mean? You know, so we've been under captivity about every nation under heaven. We've been under captivity under the Moabites and the Ammonites. 3 years apiece.
And what happened?
Let me say this one piece.
Go ahead.
If you read the book of Judges, the whole book of Judges is nothing but us going back and forth into captivity.
What did I get that from?
In the Bible.
In the Bible. Hey, check this out, right?
1611, okay. King James 1611, okay.
Our people.
You took a picture of
the Bible said that our people will be in all people. Matter of fact, go ahead and grab that.
This is Numbers chapter 24, verse 7. He shall pour the water out of his buckets, and the sea shall be in many waters.
There you go. The many waters is talking about the people. Because when you go to Revelations 17 and 15, it says that this is the whore, speaking about Babylon or America. It says this is the whore that sitteth upon many waters. So the waters are talking about the people. Now it says that he shall pour the water out of his buckets, and his water shall be in many waters. That's talking about the children of Israel being in all nations throughout the four corners of the world.
Right. Okay. Say that. Let's get it.
Now what happened was when our people were taken into these captivities, there were remnants of our people that didn't return from these captivities. Like in the Josephus, it says that when our people were taken into Babylon, and when they returned, a lot of people didn't return back because they had wealth and riches that they accumulated being in those nations.
Book of Esther, you can read.
So throughout being in those nations, throughout the period of time, they dealt with the women there. And what happened was they conceived children, and their children came out looking like the women. Because I know your children don't look like you, they look like their mother.
Right. They favor you, but they got more characteristics of the host.
Typically, the nation, a person usually look like their mother. They usually carry a lot of their mother's characteristics. You know, so let's say for instance, I dealt with the
mother. I'll show you a picture. She mom.
Yeah. Let's say for instance I dealt with the Chinese woman, right? My children will come out, like my son will come out looking a little Chinese. Well, if he went and dealt with the Chinese woman, how is his child gonna look? It's gonna look even more Chinese. Right. So that our people are in all nations, and they kind of look like they look. I ain't even gonna say kinda. They look like these nations. Can you grab Revelations, the 5th chapter? I want to say 5 and 12.
Jeremiah 12:1.
And grab Revelations, the 7th chapter.
Like Jeremiah 12:1.
And you get over that verse.
What you got? Oh, okay. Go ahead and read that.
Isaiah.
Because the Lord is calling our people to wake up, and like we just spoke about the unicorn and the importance of the internet. And how this message that we're speaking, you ain't just looking on the internet and ain't listening. There's people that throughout the whole world that's looking on the internet and that's listening to the message that we're conveying right now. And it's all spiritual, because in these times we have to wake up the elect of the Lord. The elect is more so in America, but they're also children of the Lord that's going to be saved that are throughout the four corners of the world. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 11:11. And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall set his hand again the second time.
The second time, because the first time he delivered us out of Egypt, the second time he's going to deliver us out of America. And I believe that's Jeremiah 23:8. It says, no longer shall they say, great is the power that delivered up the children of Israel out of Egypt, but great is the power that delivered the children of Israel out of the north country. Go ahead.
To recover the remnant of his people.
The remnant of his people that are scattered throughout the whole four corners of the world. And it's going to tell you that these people are scattered throughout the four corners of the world. Go ahead.
Which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth.
There you go. Go ahead.
The envy also
she kind of looked Native American.
The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off.
So it basically just said in a nutshell that the Lord is going to gather all of his people out of the four corners of the world. It named a bunch of places that are throughout the four corners of the world. Now, if the people are scattered throughout, if the nation of Israel is scattered and mixed amongst all nations, and they've been there for thousands of years, isn't it fair to say that they will look like these nations now, right? Right. Can you grab Revelation 7?
I got one for
okay, go ahead.
Jeremiah. Let's get Jeremiah 12, and then let me get this real. Jeremiah 12:1.
Jeremiah 12:1.
I get it.
Righteous art thou, O Yahweh, when I plead with thee. Yet let me walk. Yet let me talk with thee of thy judgments. Wherefore doth the way of the wicked prosper?
I think it's 22 and 21.
Mine Jeremiah 12:8. Mine heritage is unto me as a lion in the forest. It crieth out against me, therefore have I hated it. Verse 9. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird.
Oh, so the Lord said, you know how a bird got different spots on it? He said that my heritage is like a speckled bird, a bird that has different spots on it and stuff like. So it looks like all the rest of the nations. You know, it's just different. And that's different. They call colors, but different nationalities and spectrums of the whole thing. It's different spectrum.
When you go into that word in the Hebrew, it means variant, meaning many colors.
Many colors, yeah. It's different
Actually,
spectrum.
now, see, I really don't trust all the Bible. The only reason why is because I know the Vatican got the Old and the New Testament, and they keep a lot of that stuff in the British Museum.
Yeah, with guns for garden.
Hey, well,
Is it more information?
Yeah, it's right here.
it's called the Apocrypha. Those are 14 books that was taken out of the Bible.
You think that's everything they got?
That's
Why they got guns in if we already got that out here? So why would they have?
Because it's more
That's
information,
what I'm
more
thinking.
solid evidence that
So why would
proves
they hold a lot of information from us? They are evil.
Why?
you
They're the devil. They're the deceiver.
They're the dirty devil.
This is Deuteronomy. One more.
Go ahead. Yep.
Deuteronomy 28:64. It says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth, even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
So it says that the Lord will scatter you throughout all nations.
What that wooden stone?
Which that means that they're worshiping idols. Yeah. So in believing in other gods, but there's only one true power. You know that and he's not made with the hands of man.
Oh yeah, like when Isaac told Abraham, "Why you worship these idols?" He broke them all up. With
No. Abraham didn't worship idols, brother.
Who was I told?
His father worshipped
Abraham
idols.
father. That's what Abraham was.
Yeah, but that's in the book of Enoch. But the book of Enoch goes
But who
on.
was Ishmael? Muslims keep thinking they're the chosen people.
Well, they're
Ishmael came from
not.
Sarah, right?
We can get into that too.
They're not
but,
chosen because of that.
But I can.
Sarah had Isaac.
We can break that down too.
one thing at a time, though.
But one thing at a time. Let's finish this up. Go ahead.
I shop in the Muslim store, man, trying to get organic stuff, and I hate them because they be trying to battle with things.
I'd be wise as a serpent.
Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to get this? All right, this is Revelations chapter 7.
Because we're scattered throughout all people, but the Lord still only deals with his people. Even though they look like other nations, they're still part of his nation.
Yeah.
So he still deals with them if they're part of his elect.
This is Revelation chapter 7, verse 2. It says, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. This is right before all the destruction comes to the whole earth, right? Saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of the Most High God Yahweh.
And how they're sealed? Can you grab Revelations 14 real fast?
It's Revelations chapter 14. Start 1.
1. Yep, just read 1.
And 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having their father's name written in their forehead.
When you read it in the Greek, it says the Father and the Son's name written in their forehead. So that means the name of Yahweh and the name of Yahweh Shai. When you believe in the name of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, not only do you just believe in that name, but you keep their word too. You keep their commandments. Everything that the Messiah told us to do, you would do if you believe in it. All right, you can jump back.
All right, this is 7 and verse 2. It says, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of God in our foreheads. And I heard a number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all of the tribes of the children of Israel. All right, now I'm jumping to verse 9. And after they seen all of the seals, all the 12 tribes of Israel, all right, this is what it's saying after this. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man can number. The first one was numbered, this one is not. And of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands, and cried with a loud voice, saying, salvation to our power, which setteth upon the throne and unto the Lamb. All right, now we're going to go to Revelation chapter 5 to get an understanding what that multitude was, right? That's Revelation chapter 5 and 9. And they sung a new song, saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof. This is what the multitude is singing, right? All right? And to open up the seals thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to Yahweh by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation.
Yeah.
And has made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth.
There you go, and that's a prophecy going back to